So our story begins in the beautiful, lovely, post-apocalyptic land of Los Santos. And in Los Santos, I'm happily trying to sell something, whatever the heck I was selling at the time, and I like doing it in full sessions. Most people don't even want to deal with other people. Most of the time, I don't really run into too much issue. I properly use Ghost Org. I keep map of everyone around. I try to take as little risk as possible, and I get the big bonus for people being in this session because of it. However, something I didn't expect is someone to actually see someone trying to sell someone and then shoot the damn orbital cannon at them. That is the lovely gentleman we're looking at today. I may be asking, why are we looking at a little toy car there? So basically, if I remember correctly, because I was extremely frustrated and unfortunately I lost the very nice recording of what happened before this. I believe after the bombardment, either he went into hiding or I killed him, then he went into hiding. I don't really remember at this point. After that, he decided he was going to go and disappear from the map. Now, if you're an experienced GTAer like me, when you see someone disappear from the map, it can mean a couple of things. One, he teleported to his orbital cannon thing. I kind of crossed that off because he just recently used it. Option number two, he's on a remote control car because you can go and open the menu and have your remote control car or tank pop up. So what I end up doing is I go up in my apartment, and the apartment has the nice little news outlet, and I try to go and see where he is, and then that's when I found that he was driving this thing around. So what he's trying to do, I believe, is he's trying to find me out in the street, or he's waiting for me because he's waiting outside the building I'm currently in, and he wants to blow me up with this thing because destroying someone's cargo is never enough. Now it's an all-out warfare battle. So personally, I'm just playing the waiting game at this point. How long can this guy stay in this little car before he gives up? If you ever played anything online or anything versus a person, you'd be surprised how long people are gonna wait, like a sniper waiting for his next target, for a person to do something. This guy looks like he's ready all day to go and do this. So now it's a mental game between this lovely human being and myself. So I'm in the house right now. As I'm going through the waiting game, I'm going through the options. What can I do against this person? First thing, I go outside. This little car, I may be able to shoot first, or I may not be able to find it. The thing about the little remote control car is that you don't really see it on the map, and it's small, and you can sneak up and blow me up. So while that I could blow that thing up and force him back into, I guess you could say, his human form, it is a bit risky. And personally, not interested in risk. That's why everyone goes on, flying motorcycles or whatever other vehicle, or sweeping between, or even blow themselves up to take as little risk as possible. Personally, I don't like that blowing stuff up thing. I think it's dumb. So you just saw a little flash of me. I'm in full combat gear, and I have to say, I look fantastic. But despite that, the helmet and the goggles actually do something in GTA Online. But I do like the fashion. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people have like this really ugly, like, I guess try hard paint, where they have like their face painted and it looks all like gray and ugly. If you're gonna like kick ass, you gotta look good while doing it. So I decide to get onto the roof, and if I remember correctly, I was trying to either what was I trying to do? You see, it's been like a good while since I actually gone and done this. Oh, yes, I remember. I was gonna counter his remote control vehicle with one of my own. So he had the little remote control car, and that thing all it can do is drive around and blow up. Meanwhile, me, way back in the day, I gathered money. I was able to buy myself a nice remote control tank, which because of my lack of playing GTA, because I do it in bursts, to be honest. Nothing's happening in GTA. I'll play another game. So I'm like going through the menus trying to find the tank. Now the tank has an advantage over the car because, of course, the tank can shoot. It can survive explosions. It's not as fast as the car, but it can definitely take it on. So I have the laser tank, which is good in PvP, I guess, because it can get headshots. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find my target. Last time I saw him, he was around this area. You can see him right over there. I try to go light him up. My aim is very very much off. But I can see he's lagging or something because you can see him on the map. He's moving really fast. Like he's skipping a lot. So I didn't really know where he went. I'm like, oh, you know what it is? Maybe I don't know, maybe he skipped and he went around the building. In hindsight, that's probably not the best place to check first. And you can see me skip. You can see me literally crash into stuff to try to desperately figure out where he is. To be honest, I'm in this little tank thing, so I don't have to play so safe. But I'm nervous. My heart's beating. I'm like, where the hell is this guy at? Can I just kill him or force him to do something, or etc., etc., etc. So I'm in the middle of the street. I see his little marker thing there. I'm like really confused. So I'm scratching my head, thinking, "What the heck is going to happen?" And I get shot by a Presser Mark II user. Confused because he had like nothing to do with what I was doing there. I try to go and find him. He flies off. He doesn't want anything to do with me. I guess he's also looking for this guy. I have no idea. It's an Oppressor Mark II user. He could be just shooting anything. I mean, if those guys are able to shoot at someone, it's a happy day for them, right? On that note, personally, I like using the Oppressor Mark II to fly around the city and just do grinding stuff most of the time. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy my PvP when I can, despite me being extremely frustrated and me playing this very carefully. I'm somewhat enjoying this because he uses all the little fancy funny toys you can use on GTA Online. Personally, I would love the more like human versus combat, but most of the time you don't do that. It's just like swapping between vehicles in this game. We could have had something like that with Red Dead Online. Oh yeah. So he texts me about hiding, which is funny considering he was hiding with a little remote control car. So now I can see him getting to his head. Now I'm getting to his head because now he's getting nervous. That makes me very happy. So I'm charging full ahead, charging forward, and I do realize like he's probably underground. At least I think to be honest, there's a lot of things going in my head right now, and I'm doing really stupid plays. I should just go underground, but eventually you're gonna see. I find this side. Oh yeah, he's probably just underground. A lot of people in GTA Online they forget there's a like underground section on the map. But yeah, there is. I think honestly, it's just the way he was like lagging earlier that threw me off. Because I'm thinking, like, is he cheating or something? Because like automatically, I think they passed this, but a lot of people used to cheat with the orbital cannon, and because of that, it was very, very like, oh, someone using the orbital cannon. Oh, they're using exploits. This is kind of a second thing you have in your head when people use that sort of thing. Most people are not going to waste like $1 million to shoot one guy unless they're able to get away with it money wise, so they can shoot more people. Is it right? Yep. Now, while I'm going around trying to search this guy, I do want to explain. For some of you people may have heard this. I was a big fan of the Army Men games. These are like little toy soldiers. They had like a couple of video games with them. and that's why it's that color, like that greenish color. I was a big fan today. Eventually, I finally decided to use my head and go underground and attempt to use the booth there. That didn't work, but hey, I got around it. So I'm pretty certain that he's down here. And eventually, I literally went past him. But yes, I found him. Found my prey, found my target. Very, very happy. Now, I saw him just standing there, and I found that weird, so I hesitate to take the shot. And I'm thinking, maybe he didn't see me or something, or... But no, he left the session. Scared, afraid, he ran away. And I have to say one thing about that. As someone who plays Souls games, you get a lot of people who disconnect because they're scared little babies. And because they have to go and disconnect, I count that as a win. In GTA Online, most people are trying to kill the other person to either have bragging rights or more likely than not to make them leave the session. And this guy, terrified of my extremely terrifying presence of a little green tank, ran away on the session as fast as he could. Just putting the fear instilled into him, I felt good. I felt good. I really did. I really did. I felt great. The same guy messages me later. We go on the back and forth. I trash talk to trash talk, but he apparently respects me because I'm not like fully raging. I don't know, you're wrong. I was mad, but I also wanted to kill him, and doing all this stuff was kind of fun. So he eventually friended me, which I wanted accepted. I'm thinking one day I could ruin his day like he ruined mine, and you know what? That's what it's all about playing GTA Online. No, not really. Although, no, not really. Don't go like destroying people's cargo or anything dumb like that. Help people around, destroy all the hyper aggressive people. Do what you gotta do, make money. Anyway, I wanted to share this little experience. I had like hundreds, if not thousands, of little experiences like that when I had to use the city and use everything against them that I owned. This game has been online for so long, GTA Online, that you get used to the environment. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little experience, and see you later.